I got a nice little starter dungeon here from Small Niche Games. Stick around, I'll tell you about it. Hi, folks. Old Man Grognard here, and I got a little review for a little module. This is the Shrine of St. Aleena by Small Niche Games, and it is compatible with, it was written for Labyrinth Lord, but you can use it with any old school game, of course. Now, this was published in 2013, but it's about 26 pages. I mean, it's not all that big. You know, so it's like maybe, I don't know, one night, maybe two nights play. It's for about 3 to 6 players. It's a first to third level adventure. Written by Peter C. Spahn, Luigi Castellani did the art, and Tim Harton did the maps. Now, I'm a very big proponent on starter dungeons, on first to third level modules, mainly because that's, I mean, there's quite a few of them out there, but it just doesn't seem like there's enough. I don't know why. I kind of a proponent of it because with my groups, they don't get very far in levels, so I'm always looking for something to start them up, especially if I'm dealing with a new game system, say, you know, Labyrinth Lord. And I always like something I can throw in my bag to grab and say, hey, you've never played role-playing games before? Let's play some Labyrinth Lord, and I'll use this, among other things. I've got a few other things in my bag, but this is very, very accessible, very, very easy to do. It's got a, I'm not going to say a different feel of it, but it gets the players involved a little more right off the bat. The story goes that the Shrine of St. Aleena. First of all, this takes place in Amherst, which is Small Niche's fantasy campaign for Labyrinth Lord. It's Peter Spahn's, actually. But the Shrine of St. Aleena has been defiled, and you got to find out what's going on for one reason or another. I mean, they leave it, as is usual, they leave, you know, the plot hooks to the game master. And it's a different kind of curse because it doesn't really, usually when you think of a defiled temple, you think of like it's all crumbly and people have like defaced it and all this stuff. I don't find hardly anything of that in here. It's more like what happened was Saint Aleena was an adventurer that defeated the big bad, who didn't quite go away. But she defeated the big bad, and the Church of Law and Order made her a saint and made a tomb. The big bad got mad and decided to curse the place. Poof! There's a curse. And it's like it's always referring to these tendrils of dark, you know, wavy stuff, you know, vapors or whatever you want to call it, that corrupts things in the temple. So you have like dead coming back. It also attracts monsters. And that's real good for a starter dungeon because it gives the game master license to use any monster, and I say within reason, but you don't have to. I say within reason because, like, you know, you're not going to find like you're not going to find a remorse here because they're up in the coal. You know, you got to use some common sense, but you can throw stuff at them and they've got a whole bunch of not plot hooks, but I mean random encounters, and they're not the usual. Oh, there's a bunch of sturges over here. There's a bunch of orcs over here. No, they actually give you a reason why and stuff. The one I liked was because it illustrates what's going on with the curse. Is this Medusa who shows up to go to the shrine because she's been kind of drawn by the curse for one reason or another, and she, you know, you find these 3 fishermen turned to stone on the shore, and if she hooks up with the adventurers, you know, the PCs, and she'll be wearing like a hooded cape. Oh, I'm so poor, you know. Oh, you know, help me! I'm trying to get here. And, you know, somebody has turned me into a Medusa, and if they don't buy it, all of a sudden, wham, okay, let's go down, type of thing. And that perfectly illustrates what's going on with the curse, because you can throw stuff, and all of a sudden, like bullays and owlbears and orcs, and I mean, they got a goblin tribe here. They don't really go into it, but they say the goblin tribe's around because they're being attracted to it. So basically, the main bad guys trying to, mess with this place. Plus, they have the brothers who was keeping this, who was like attacked by like a group of goblins and orcs. And so you find one of the dead brothers with the scroll saying, "Help us, please, we're being attacked," and all this other. And it's got some nice traps, because this is the kind of thing you don't have. Here's one of the problems I have with dungeons, is the fact that depending on the dungeon, like a shrine is not going to have traps in it, but things can be trapped. And this is more along the lines of some foul creatures got in here and you got to put them down type of thing, rather than a bunch of traps. I mean, I think there's one trap chest in here or something like that. Here, the book is clean as usual with small niche stuff. Very clean, very easy to read, 2-column. Here's the wilderness random encounters I was talking about. You just roll on the table. It's D20 table. Here's what the inside of the shrine looks like, more or less. So you got some nooks and crannies in here that you can use. The illustrations, of course, are great. This one is like one of the main chambers. I think it's the false shrine chamber. This giant snake, which has been corrupted. They always say everything's been corrupted, so this is a giant snake that's taken up residence there, and you've got to deal with it. So they give them a lot of like experience with monster hunting, which is good. And you can drop this. I mean, this is in Amherst, but you can drop it in any world. I will probably use it because I was looking for something, because I'm going to start an Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign in about a month. And I was looking for something to get the players just up a level or two before I can start, the real stuff that I want. I've got Astonishing Swordsman modules I want to use. So I was like, okay, they start like second or third level. What can I use to kind of that kind of thing? And this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect for that. It's perfect for newbies. It's perfect for people who are interested in role-playing but have never role-played before. It's just a real good all-around. And like I say, you can throw this in any world. There's not really much to tie it to Amherst. Yeah, it's got local Amherst. If you're running Amherst, no problem. But it's like, I want to throw in an Astonishing Swordsman because there really isn't any demi-humans in here. And since there are no demi-humans in Astonishing Swordsman, that works out great. It's all human-centric here. So you can find this at DriveThruRPG and RPG Now. This is where they sell their stuff. And the PDF is $4.95. Print softcover $7.95. And if you want the combo, it's $12.99. And usually they have sales and things, so take a look at them. You might get them a little cheaper. Anyway, that's my review for the Shrine of St. Aleena. And if you want to tell me about it or talk about it or anything else for that matter, I'm at oldmangrognard@gmail.com. So until next time, bye-bye.